Welcome to the lecture series of MATLAB. This is lecture 7 and in this lecture we will discuss mathematical operations with array in MATLAB. Here I am Dr. Richa Sharma, Assistant Professor in the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Punjab University, Patiala. Today in this video lecture we will discuss the addition and subtraction of arrays and multiplication of arrays, element by element operations and some inbuilt operations. First of all, we will discuss the addition and subtraction. For this we will open the MATLAB, and for the addition and subtraction the operations can be used with array to identical size, means that the size of rows and columns should be same. The sum or the difference of two array is obtained by adding or by subtracting their corresponding elements. For example, I am taking A is equals to 8, 5, 4 and next B is equals to 10, 2, 7 and I want to do the addition. Let's say C is equals to A plus B, enter. So it will return the output. This is my first, in which I am having 3 elements, then B in which I am again define 3 elements. Now look into this, I am having the dimensions of A and B are same, and then I have did C is equals to A plus B. Similarly we can do, let's say A is equals to 5 minus 3, 8, next row 2, 9, 2, 10. This is my one defined matrix. Then another matrix, capital B is equals to square bracket 10, 7, 4, next row minus 15, 1, square bracket close, enter. This is my next. Now I want to do the subtraction. Let's say I want to do A minus B, then it will return this. So this is the subtraction. How we can do the subtraction? We can also do the addition of this same element. C, let's say capital C is equals to capital A plus capital B. So this is my addition. So this is how we can do the addition and subtraction. Here we can also do the subtraction of some constant value from some variable. Let's say we are having this variable C and I want to do C minus 8. What it will return? It will subtract 8 from all the elements. 15 minus 8, 7, 4 minus 8 minus 4, 12 minus 8, 4, minus 2, minus 8, minus 10, 17 minus 8, 9, 11 minus 8, 3. So this is how we can subtract a constant value from a matrix. Next we will do the multiplication. In the multiplication, if we are having two matrix A and B, the operation A and B can be carried out only if the number of columns in the matrix A is equals to the number of rows in matrix. Let's say I am defining some matrix, square bracket 1, 4, 3, next row 2, 6, 1, semicolon, next row 5, 2, 8, square bracket close and enter. Okay, so here I forget to give spacing, enter. So this is my matrix which I have defined. Then this is my matrix A. A is equals to this. Then I defined some matrix B. B is equals to square bracket 5 comma 4 semicolon, next row 1 space 3 semicolon, then 2 space 6 square bracket close, enter. So this is my second variable. So what I am saying, that if we are defining two variables, variable A and variable B, means we are having two matrix, the operation A into B can be carried out if and only if the number of columns in A, number of columns means we are having 3 columns, 1, 2 and 3. Number of columns of matrix A must be equal to the number of rows of matrix B. Here we are having 3 rows, 1, 2 and 3. So number of columns must be equals to the number of rows. So how we can do the multiplication? We can write C is equals to A star B. This is the multiplication symbol, star. Then we did enter. So it will return 15, 34, 18, 32, 43, 74. So product of the multiplication of two square matrix must be of the same size. Means that it will return the 2 columns and 3 rows. Here we are having 2 columns. Here we are having 3 rows. So this is our returned value. One thing very important in the case of multiplication, this array multiplication is not commutative. Commutative means that A star B is not equal to how can I write, not equal to B star A. So this is this means that we are having the multiplication which is not commutative in the case of arrays. So CLC. Then we are having the next command. In the next command we are having some more examples of multiplication also. Let's say we are defining a variable A is equals to 1 space 4 space 2 semicolon 5 space 7 space 3 semicolon 9 space 1 space 6 semicolon 4 space 2 space 8 square bracket close. This is my one variable which I have defined. Then next some variable B is equals to 6 1 semicolon 2 space 5 semicolon 5 7 space 3 square bracket close and enter. Now look into this. We are having 1 2 and 3 columns, and here we are having 3 rows. The number of columns should be equals to the number of rows. Now if we are doing the multiplication, C is equals to A star B, it will return this value. Now if I am doing D is equals to B star A. It will give error. So it means that A star B is not equals to B star A, means this is not a commutative. So this is how we can give the proof. Okay, now another example of multiplication. F is equals to square bracket 1 space 3 semicolon 5 space 7 square bracket close, and we are having this. Then G is equals to square bracket start 4 space 2 semicolon 1 space 6 square bracket close and enter. Now here we will do F star G, it will return this value, or if we are writing G star F, what it will return? It will return this value. So if the dimensions of the two matrix are same, here we are having 2 into 2 matrix, and here this G is also my 2 into 2 matrix, then if we are doing F into G, it will return this value, or if we are doing G into F, it will return this value. So answer of G into F is not same as answer of F into G. Okay, then we will do next example. Next we are having element by element operations. In element by element operations we are having multiplication, right division, left division and exponential. Element by element, for multiplication we will define one variable A is equals to square bracket 2 space 6 space 3 semicolon 5 space 8 space 4 square bracket close and enter. This is my 2 into 3 matrix, and I am defining one more matrix. Let's say it's 1 4 10 semicolon 3 2 7 square bracket close. This is my again second matrix, 2 into 3 matrix. Now I want to do the element by element multiplication. For this I am writing A. For element to element multiplication we put dot star. It means this dot star means we are having element by element multiplication, and enter. It will return this value, means 2 multiplied by 1, 6 multiplied by 4, 3 multiplied by 10, 5 multiplied by 3, 8 multiplied by 2 and 4 multiplied by 7. So this is my element by element multiplication. Similarly, we can have element by element division. Let's say I am defining some variable C is equals to A dot this division. This is my right division, and with B, enter. It will return this value. This is element by element division of array A by B. The result is assigned to the variable C. Here we are defining a variable C. So this is called right division. When we are having this forward slash, this is called right division. When we are having the backward slash, this is called left division. Okay. And for the element by element we are having dot. Okay, now we are talking some inbuilt functions. The first one is mean function. Mean. For example, I am having some variable A is equals to 5 space 9 space 2 space 4 bracket close, and I want to find mean. It's MEAN, mean of A, and enter. It will return the mean. So this is the mean of this. If A is a vector, it returns the mean value of the element of the vector. So I am taking another inbuilt function, max. Let's say C is equals to max, MAX, max of A. Enter. It will give the maximum value. In this, the maximum value is 9. So it will return max, maximum value. Okay. If A is a vector, C is the largest element in A. If A is a matrix, C is the row vector containing the largest element of each column of A. Okay. So this is how we are defining. Then minimum value. For minimum value, we can write M, another variable D is equals to MIN of A. Enter. So here the minimum value is 2, so it returns 2. So we are using 3 commands. First is mean. We are defining a variable A of this value. Then we find the mean of A, it returns 5. Then we find the maximum value of this A, it returns 9. Then we find the minimum value, it returns 2. Okay, then we will find out the sum. If I write SUM A, it will return sum of all the elements. It adds all the elements. Then if I will show you the variable. Let's say clear screen. Then I want to show you the variable. Now next command is sort. SORT. Sort A. It will sort the values. Means lower value, higher, higher, higher. 2 in this 2, 4, 5 and 6. It arrange the values in ascending order. Then we can find the median also by writing median command, MEDIAN, median A. It will return the value. Okay, this is how we find out the median. Then we can also find the standard deviation. If A is a vector, returns the standard deviation of the element of the vector, and for standard deviation we can write STD of A. Then enter. It will returns the standard deviation. Then we can also find the determinant of a matrix. Let's say now for the determinant I have to define some new variable. Let's say A is equals to square bracket 2 space 4, then 3 space 5 square bracket close, enter, and I want to find determinant DET of A, capital A, capital A, bracket close, enter. So it will return the determinant value. It will return us -2. So -2 is the determinant. Then dot A into B. If we are defining two variables, two matrix A and B, then dot is, it calculates the scalar product of two vectors A and B. The vector can be row or column vector. For example, we are taking example A is equals to, I am taking row vector 1 space 2 space 3 and second variable b is equals to square bracket 3 space 4 space 5 and enter. Now dot dot of a comma b bracket close, enter. It will returns the dot product of a into b. Similarly, we can also find the cross product. To calculate the cross product of two vectors a and b, we can write cross a into b. Let's say I have already defined these two variables a and b. I want to write cross cross of a comma b and enter. It will give us the cross product. So this is how we can use the cross product and the dot product. Then last one inbuilt function is inverse. It returns the inverse of a square matrix. Let's say I am having some predefined matrix A is equals to square bracket 2 space minus 2 1, next row 3 space 2 space minus 1, then next row 2 minus 3 2 square bracket close, and I want to find out the inverse. I write inv of a, enter. So it will returns the inverse. So these are the inbuilt functions. Then we are having some more commands like random commands. Random commands means if I am using the random command, it will generate a single random number between 0 and 1. How? I will show you. rand, enter. It will give me a random number, any number between 0 and 1. So again, if I am writing random, it will return some another value. Again I am writing random, it will return, every time it will return some different value. Okay, the next command is it generates an n elements row vectors of random numbers between 0 and 1. For example, I am writing a is equals to rand 1 comma 4. What does it mean? It returns me the 4 elements 1 2 3 4 between 0 and 1 and one row. 1 means one row, number of elements 4, and between 0 and 1. Let's say I am again writing this command, it will return some different values. Again I am writing this command, it will return some different value. If I change the elements, let's say I want to get 8 elements, then it will return 8 elements. So this is how we are using random command. Then we are having if we want to create a matrix, then if we want to generate a matrix of n into n, then how the random command is used, we can write b is equals to rand 3. It will generate a 3 into 3 matrix of random numbers. 3 means 3 into 3, 3 rows, 3 columns. Okay, let's say I want to get a 6 into 6. It will return a matrix 6 into 6 with random values. These values are not defined. If I am again entering, it will return some different values. So this generates n into n matrix with random numbers between 0 and 1. Okay, so then random m into n, it generates m into n matrix with random numbers between 0 and 1. Now what are let's say a is equals to rand 2 comma 4, enter. It will return 2 rows and 4 columns with random values. Now here we fix the rows and columns. In the previous we are having the square matrix, but here we fix the value of rows and columns. Okay, so this is all about your MATLAB lecture. In this you have studied the mathematical operations with arrays, in which we have studied multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, some inbuilt functions. So with this your this topic is complete. Hope you like this lecture. Thank you very much.